Hey guys, this is Mauricio from Beyond Civilization, and today we're here at the Payette National Forest in western Idaho to try and find the crashed wreckage of a World War II bomber that went down almost 80 years ago. This was the B-23 Dragon bomber. Not many of them were ever built. I think about maybe 20 or 30 of them. And this one was conducting a training exercise in January of 1943 when its 8 crew members saw themselves stuck in the middle of a blinding snowstorm. They were unable to navigate due to their visibility, their radio wasn't working, and the icing on their plane meant that they were not going to be able to fly much longer. So they were in a desperate situation and they were faced with a choice. They either had to parachute out and risk being separated or try to crash land the airplane and stay together. They went for the second option. So the pilot fortunately was able to see Loon Lake, which was frozen at the time, through all the ice on the windshield, and decided to attempt an emergency landing. The first pass they failed, and they went around and they were able to connect with the ice on the second pass. However, the airplane overshot the lake and skidded off into the forest. The trees ripped both of the airplane's wings off. Fortunately, only 1 crew member was seriously injured. 5 of the crew members stayed behind, while 3 of the most able-bodied men went to look for help. Eventually, the 5 remaining crew members at the airplane wreck were spotted by a bush pilot who alerted the authorities and the search parties. And about 2 weeks after their ordeal began with the crash, these 5 crew members were rescued. The other 3 crew members also made it to safety when they found a ranger station, and they survived as well. So amazingly, nobody died here. The entire crew survived. So now we're gonna go off and try to find the wreckage of this crashed World War II bomber, and we're gonna try to reconstruct its crash and its entire story. The area has been plagued by forest fires, but right now the trail is open, so we're very happy to see that. Like, this whole hike just became real now. Oh man. I mean, it's up to you if you don't feel comfortable continuing. So yeah, our hike takes us that way.
Okay, well,
so
since they're over there,
kind
we'll
of towards the wolves. Yeah, something slept here.
Yep.
Yep, could have been. Who knows? So we haven't seen any sign of wolves anymore. No more howling. So we think they were probably not interested. We're about 2/3 of the way to the airplane wreck. So we're trying to see how we can get across the creek. One idea is wading, which is totally an option, but there might also be a log somewhere according to Google Maps. So we're gonna check if the log is still there. Looks like we now found some logs across the river, so we're gonna take our chances on them, and wish me luck. It's mind over matter. It's pretty solid though. Oh, stressful. We did make it across the creek okay. It gets much rougher, and yeah, you gotta climb over fallen trees and whatnot. Oh, there's the lake. This is Loon Lake, guys. This is the frozen lake that the airplane skidded across during its crash landing. That feeling when you first see the plane is something indescribable. But here we are. This is the B-23 Dragon bomber. It has survived about 78 years. 78 years of exposure to the elements and vandalism. But I think its remoteness has helped it to survive all this time. You could even sit in what's left of the body. This is just insane. I'm totally getting in for a photo ops. Do not try this at home. Can you imagine how they must have felt in here in this cockpit while flying through the blinding snowstorm? So, how do we turn this on? Is it this button or that button? Man, it's even got some wires here. Imagine how cramped the crew must have been in here. That's incredible. The tire is still intact. It says Silvertown. That's the name of the brand of the tire. The brand might not even be in existence anymore. You can tell that they landed gear up because the tire survived the crash. So most of the plane crash is located in the same area, but you can find some parts further away, like the tail and pieces of the wing. This might be a piece of the wing. I think it's a piece of the wing, right? The wing over there? Yeah. I don't know. This might be a piece of the wing or the tail. I don't know, but I think it's the wing. This fragment is bigger. You can see the riveting here. And it still got shredded. That's incredible. The amount of force involved in this crash. So this is the path of destruction that the airplane would have taken through the forest before reaching its final resting spot. That's quite a ways from the lake. Whoa, what is this?
The other wing.
The other wing. This is just a bunch of mashed up metal. It's got some letters here though. DR plug, drain plug.
Drain plug.
Drain plug. And wind something, hoist.
Winch hoist.
Winch hoist. Wow. I mean, it held up reasonably well considering the severity of the crash. Everybody survived. This inspiring story serves as a reminder that resourcefulness, perseverance, and teamwork can serve to overcome even the worst odds in the very harshest of environments. Thank you for watching. On my next video, we'll be exploring a lost dinosaur park from the 1960s that's been sitting abandoned for decades in the mountains of Arkansas. With half-decomposed dinosaurs, disturbing artwork, and sketchy bridges, this has to be one of the creepiest places in America. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you on my next adventure.